Yo, what's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? Sorry for the wait. Sorry for the wait. As I, the Most High, the Tranquil, I told I'm here. My taxi is not here. I think my guy is still in Michigan. Well, I know my guy's still in Michigan, so I can't judge him for not being here. Come on, do me like that, cuz. Alright, here we go. We are live in the smoke room today. Tranquil Ayatollah is here, and I'm just gonna keep it funky with you, man. We're supposed to be here live at 9:30, but I had to be a dad, man. If anybody knows me, knows this show, I kind of always put myself on the back burner first when it comes to, like, why am I showing up like this? This is frustrating, to be quite honest. Hold on, man. This is frustrating. Hold on. Let me see. I'm back in this hole. Let me see. I'm back in this thing. Okay. Yeah, man. It's been a Monday. My wife is an insurance broker, and currently right now, before open enrollment, my wife is responsible for all of the bidding that companies will be doing, so they can have medical benefits to offer their employees. So, so right now this is a busy season for my wife, and that then leads to like double, triple, quadruple the responsibility of me at the house. Now, I, for one, has never been the one to complain about my household responsibilities. I don't complain about those. I think one of my biggest gripes is men are granted the same grace. Men aren't granted the same grace as women when they are in the homemaker role. And even saying that kind of puts you in a situation where, like, nigga, what? Like, yes, bro, like, I am a stay-at-home dad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and don't get me wrong, my wife would love for the tables to be turned. She would love for me to partake in a career that takes me away from the house and the kid. Now, again, I'm not trying to disparage, what my wife does, but busy season or not, if my wife had the opportunity to not work, she would take it. But I do believe that when she would be in the role that I'm in, the amount of grace that will be given to her as a woman will be astronomically different than what it is to me. You know what I'm saying? Women homemakers who have the responsibility of kids and getting them to practice or getting them to school or drop-offs or pickups, or responsible for dinner and bath time and putting them to bed, and taking them outside, or engaging with them, like, that is and to be quite fair, women do not get the amount of appreciation due to them for that particular service. And again, it's them raising their kids, it's them making their own home, but that's work. That is a thankless, that is a non-paying, that is it is a damn near realistically. And I can't honestly say that I don't get breaks from my job because I'm currently right now talking to you guys, right? So I can't say that it's all bad, but I will say that I think again the amount of patience, the amount of grace, the amount of empathy that is given to women that are in this role, because again, a man still, as he's paying all the bills and stuff like that, he still got to come home, cut the grass, he still got to take the trash out, he still got to play with the kid. Like, the nigga not completely off the hook, you know what I'm saying? And realistically, neither is my wife, but we have a baby, we have a 9-month-old that's exclusively breastfed. So my wife was like, nigga, I put in the hours with that little nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, those big boys, yeah, nigga, cause I got a 7 and a 5-year-old, so essentially I got a 13 and an 11-year-old. That's what I feel like. I got a teenager, a preteen in the crib. You know what I mean? So like the big boys are mine. So. But the big boys take a lot of energy, man. The big boys, my CJ, you know what I'm saying? My Christian, they take a lot. They take up a lot of energy for your boy. You know what I'm saying? And as we just coming off of Men's Mental Health Month, we're not a full 2 weeks removed from June. And it's a pretty much like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, keep your friends in the forefront. Check on, shout out to OG Ron, you know what I'm saying? My big cousin Ron, man. We got a group chat and tapped in with Ron's, hey, man, I can't chill with boys, it's the anniversary. Oh, man, celebrate, yeah, what's up, my man? Then I hit the nigga like, goddamn, 2 days later, he's like, yeah, man, this wife's birthday. I'm like, goddamn, nigga, pow, you know what I'm saying? So, man, we don't get no breaks, man. My man get up, go to work, you know what I'm saying? Take care of his 3 kids, so shout out to him, man. You gotta have people in your circle that's that can sympathize and empathize, and that's on the same type of time with you, So shout out to Coach Ron, shout out to Cousin Rich, you know what I'm saying? Cousin Rich put the family on, put the family on his back, and he hit the road, you know what I'm saying? A lot of women, they like that, but they don't have the capacity to really handle it. So, but shout out to Rich and his relationship. My man, truck driver on the road, getting to the chicken. Realistically, why? Because he gotta get to the chicken. You know what I mean? It's chicken that needed to get to. You know what I mean? So shout out to Rich. Again, my co-host Chitty Bang. My brother holding it down. Being an uncle to his nephew. And that's not something that needs to be looked past, because I really do want to highlight those particular individuals by being positive male role models, not only to the kids that they service, but also to their friends. You know what I'm saying? They are legit, real. I mean, I'll be 37 this year, and there's never a time that I've been married in the past 5 years that I haven't necessarily needed to I needed to lean on my guys. And when you're in a situation of emotion, of rage, of non-clear sight, obstructed view, like, to have real guidance to lead you somewhere, positivity, steadfastness, stillness, so yeah, man, shout out to my group chat, man. Shout out to my brothers, for real. They really hold me down. They hold me accountable. They keep me grounded. They keep me floated when I need to go ahead and be in strongest guy because I'm too grounded, you know. So I do want to say that again. I'm late to the show. I know the responsibility to our audience. I know the responsibility that I hold to Chidi. You know, while he's out of town, you know, my end of the bargain needs to be picked up. But again, you know, not necessarily handicapped or strapped, but you know, I'm the duality of me. You know, because again, as Chidi needs me to lean on me, my wife needs me and leans on me. You know what I'm saying? So I have a strong support system so you can be upright for motherfuckers to lean on. That's real meaningful. That's powerful. You know what I'm saying? So, as I am just bullshit right now with y'all, you know, getting into the groove. You know, like I said, a little thrown on my baby and shit. So, you know, his sleep schedule been off, and my big boys, you know, monsters in the bed, or CJ want to stay up with me. That's my firstborn, man. So, CJ got the mom, bro. Like, you know, me and CJ can be up 11, 12, 1 in the morning watching old school wrestling, nigga, or it's the sport basketball highlights or some shit like that. Like me and my guy, me and CJ, we rock out. You know what I mean? So like, you know, certain days when we record, me and Chidi, you know, I hear my man in the joint like just waiting on that nigga. You know what I mean? So that's what happened today. You know, it's one day. It was a nice rainy, stormy day today that kind of was like put things in real chill perspective. The house wasn't really too crazy. I ended up finding some new jazz house music on YouTube that was a real vibe. You know, mom-in-law loved it, loved the artwork, loved the vibe of the house. You know, it just chilled the kids out, mellowed the kids out a little bit. So like today was a real kind of real. It was a chill day. It was constant. You know what I mean? So shout out to Mondays. Mondays is tap in, go to work. You know, it can be real constant. You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody who made it through Monday. Again, I'm just here to bullshit with y'all for a couple minutes. I ain't gonna go too crazy, ain't gonna go too long. Got some things I want to cover that's happened throughout the weekend. So for one, you know, I am not gonna sit here and go too crazy or too long or talk too out the neck when we talk about Jay-Z's 3-night concert at Yankee Stadium. All I'm gonna say is I wish niggas was there for at least one of them nights. But shout out to technology. Shout out to everybody that motherfucker recorded and put that whole up on YouTube. So it was like I was there anyway. You know what I mean? So you know, this weekend was the 25th anniversary of Blueprint, and it was the 30th anniversary of Reasonable Doubt. And the third night was just like that. You know, I'm that nigga. It's celebration of me night. You know what I'm saying? So that was something that happened this weekend, of course, that had the culture, that had New York City. Man, shout out to New York City, nigga. New York is on a generational run right now. Like the state of New York, the city of New York, right? You gotta think about it. Mamdani. Win. That nigga's a win. Win. He's a J-Rock, nigga. He's a win. Then you got the Knicks. They at Cali. All I do is win. They win. Right? Then you top it off to go into the summer with Hove at Yankee Stadium? 3 nights in a row? That's fire, man. So shout out to all the native New Yorkers, bro, like that live and die and breathe that shit. We not talking. I'm from Buffalo. Shout out to homies from Buffalo. I know my homie Rich Ron. They Knicks fans. They Hove fans. We migrants. We from the state of New York. Respect, but you already know how they get down in that city. They don't fuck with nobody if you not from the city. So I just want to show love to niggas from the city, cause them niggas, they are having a moment. Like they are having a legit, real deal moment. Yo, it's a rent freeze, so niggas can stack their chicken. Niggas can pay their rent, stack their bread up. They ain't gotta worry about. Niggas is getting apartments fixed, old dirty mold, and getting landlord suit. Like, nigga, Mondani came on there and it was like, nigga, we about to flip this on his head. Then the Knicks said, fuck it, we gonna motherfucking fire Tibbs. We gonna bring in Mike Brown, a nigga that ain't never been over a hump before in his career. And we gonna be guided by 6 foot Jalen Brunson. He might be taller than that, no disrespect. And Cat. But I'm not saying that facetiously, but like that was the team. Like that was the 2-man. And then they ended up building a team around them of like legit, real deal. Like I want to be here to sacrifice it all to win it for the city niggas. We talking about Michael, we talking about OG, we talking about Josh, we talking about Drunk Clarkson, we talking about Otto, right? We talking about shout out to Mitch. We can't even shout him out. He in Boston right now. We really fucking with him. But shout out to Mitch though. He was the longest tenured Nick for his time there. He was drafted in 2018, 2017, 2018. So he was damn near there for the lowest of lows, if we being quite honest, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that, and then again, bro, like the nigga in New York for the last 25 years, right? If Blueprint came out September 11th, 2005, on that Tuesday. That's when records was coming on too. I remember because Doris Records in Buffalo. What was that? Ferry and Jefferson. Rich, let me know if you listening. Rich, let me know if it's fair. Let me text my nigga. Hold on. Yo, Rich, Ron, I'm on live right now. Where Doris Records at? That's Ferry and Jefferson, ain't it? Yeah, man. So that's Doris Records selling. Shout out to Doris Records, man. My first CD I ever bought with my own money was from that record store. It was Young Turk. Young and Thuggy. Shout out to my god sister Jessica. My god sister Jessica was the flyest motherfucker I ever known in my life when I was looking up to people. You know what I'm saying? We took the bus to go get those. Well, not we, cause she got them. The white 8s, the white and chrome 8s. Oh my God, bro, like, and like, the reason I'm saying like that is because like, no bitch like really ever kind of like test my sister, like no nigga like really ever like, you know, test my sister type shit. Like my sister was like a G from around the way, like low key. I didn't know what that was at the time. I just knew like she was high wherever she went, like she was one of them ones, you know what I'm saying? So to go to the mall, go cop J's during that time and not nobody press you, like you catching a bus with them hoes, like nigga, it was Nathan, you know what I mean? So like I said that to say that. I say that to say just cause she put me on everything, bro. Like I smoked my first L with Jess. I was at her crib during Allen Iverson's press conference practice. I was at her crib watching that. Again, Youngin, she put me on Cash Money, so Turk was my nigga. I listened to every Cash Money album over there to my mom, but not having it, so I had to listen to Warfare, Guerrilla Warfare, 400 Degrees, The Block is Hot, Get It How You Live. Like, that was what I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? So again, my when I talk to my OGs, where I talk about Rich and Ron during that time, they were Hov guys, right? It was so I didn't grow up on that. I grew up on a lot of Southern rap. I grew up on a lot of like I said, Wayne. Um, in the chat, look up, watch the fan. Oh, fan, my man said the fan, the short and the sound. Okay, respect. Shout out to my brothers. They respond to the chat. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out Brody's respond to the chat. That's my dog. Yeah, so when my homies was listening to and shout out to Rich, like, you know, I post a lot of Rich music stuff when I came back off. Yeah, Ferry and Jefferson. Yeah, Ferry and Jefferson. I post a lot of my music taste off of my goddess Jessica and my big cousin Rich. Rich had the CD book back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And so our cousin Jonathan had the whip. He had the gray tempo. Uncle George had got the new Expedition. They had the white Pontiac that was on Putin's car, and then they gave George's car. He used to go back. He was a cop, but his runaround car was the Tempo. They gave the Tempo to John, and John had the where you had the tape deck that go into the CD, the tape deck, and the 3.5 jack that go into the CD player. So John used to go scoop Rich. He used to scoop Rich up because John ain't had none of that music. You know what I'm saying? Again, preacher's son. You know what I'm saying? I used to live with him, so I know what that was about. So we ain't had none of that. You know what I mean? So like, we used to have to go pull up the Rich crib, and Rich used to have to hop in with the CD book. And nigga, you know, Rule 336. You know, niggas put me on X. Nigga, Music Soul Child, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the OGs really put me on, you know what I mean? So that was when I was younger. Then I get out the military around 2011, and like, so like I'm kind of already formulated as far as like how I receive music. But again, like I'm expanding my palette, you know what I'm saying? So again, Rich got his own crib now. You know, we not an Out Bunny crib. We ain't pull up the Out Bunny crib. Rich hosting house parties by the time we get back to the joint off of Dartmouth. We pull up and I stay with him for a few. My man got the big surround sound, and instead of the fucking now he got booklets. It's not just the one book. It's not just high school Rich, college freshman Rich, nigga. It's nigga. I done spent every check I done had the past 7 years on CDs and booklets, nigga. So now I'm stealing shit now at this point. Like nigga, I ain't never heard him listen to Stank on. Yeah, let me go ahead and take that to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, my homies put me on. So like I'm saying I'm doing all of that to talk about how important it will probably be to a nigga like them to see Hov do this. You know what I'm saying? Me, like, I felt the same way when I thought that I was getting a Cash Money reunion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, nigga, if Wayne's there, this is probably the greatest thing of my fucking, to see Wayne, BG, Turk, and Juvie, like, to be on stage and run it one more time, like, that would have been what I think this Yankee Stadium shit is to a lot of the homies. Like, to see Hov, and again, I'm pretty sure niggas done seen Hov a few times and watched him perform, you know, these same songs, but again, it's the setting, it's the moment, it's the atmosphere. You feel me? Like, you know, I've seen Spitta perform a dozen times probably. Nigga, watching him and Wiz perform 2009 and perform How Fly and uh, at Rolling Loud in Miami, like that's something that again, the atmosphere, like smoked out, nigga, like, you know, Wiz and Currency on stage for the first time, and like, yeah, that's a moment, you know what I mean? Like, so shout out to Hove. Let me put up the guy. I know night 3 was last night, which was the night that everybody was anticipating. Like, okay, we know this is theme night of Reasonable Doubt on Friday. We know it's theme night of Blueprint on Saturday. But what is this nigga gonna give us on Sunday? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is Hove gonna give us on Sunday? And Hove gave a legit concert to niggas with like star-studded. He brought out Rihanna, he brought out Usher, he brought out P, Skateboard P, he brought out Pusha and Malice, he brought out, no, Jazzo was Friday, but nigga, he damn near brought out everybody. Nigga, he could have brought a hologram out of Biggie if he wanted to, my nigga. Like, that nigga brought out everybody, you know what I'm saying? So, and to see Hove in his element, again, people, I'm not saying like myself, but I'm gonna be honest, Rolly in a vest Hove was not something that I really paid attention to. I know of it, I know why it's significant, but again, like when I hear Bomani talk what he talk, you know, when Bomani is like, nigga, I was there for Jordan. Like, can't nobody tell me nothing about, nigga, I was there. The cultural impact, how, like, what, so as Hove is able to do this, you see a lot of people who's like, nah, nigga, like, I was there. Like, I've seen how he impacted and how he moved and how the flow changed and how he was 10 summers straight. Like, nigga, we seen that. You know what I mean? Because, again, I'm a Kobe fan. I'm a Wayne fan, right? Those are two niggas who emulated the niggas that everybody unanimously say is the best. Like, you got the generation before me, clearly, that's like, Jordan's the best player I've ever seen, hands down. And then if we're talking about rap, the generation before me was like, there's not a better rapper than Jay-Z. So when I grow up and I'm looking for something to attach myself to, because I'm like, oh man, Jordan kind of old. Nigga, 98, I'm 8. Nigga, I mean, niggas want to be like, Mike, this nigga wanted to go home. So, nigga, I had to find somebody to be, you know what I'm saying, attached to. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, I by the time my formative years are happening, like, Mike's not there for me. You know what I mean? So, therefore, I can't really have that, you know. So, that's why I love a nigga like Baron Davis, because I grew up on that. Or, nigga, I love a nigga like Darius Miles and Q versus, like, I grew up on that. You know what I mean? Like, the impact of Michael Vick is different from the impact of, like, my granddad with Doug Williams or my dad with Randall Cunningham. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I don't give a fuck what you say. Mike Vick, the greatest black motherfucking fastest, but nigga, until Lamar Jackson. And again, these young kids right now, Lamar Jackson, the best. They can give a goddamn about a Cordell Stewart. A who? Nigga? You know what I'm saying? So it's all you know, subjective and perspective. But man, shout out to Jay-Z for, again, being a pillar of something that we really appreciate, man. Hip hop is something that we really love. It's something that, like, impacts our daily lives. Like, it impacts the way we think, the way we act, the way we approach things. And I know that's not necessarily something that I think that's why hip hop takes a real bad rap at times, because how influential it is. Because a lot of niggas not trying to be Miles Davis. You know what I'm saying? Like, respect. Like, niggas not trying to be Babyface Edmonds. You know what I mean? Like, niggas ain't. What's up, OG Ron? I see Ron in the joint. I see Rich in the joint. What's happening with y'all? Nah, man. Niggas wanted to grow up and be Hove. Niggas wanted to emulate that. Niggas wanted to be that. Man. Speaking of Rich, nigga was a party promoter. We used to have to dress like this nigga. Nigga button up in jeans. I never in my life wanted to wear that shit, nigga. I had to. Niggas had to beat Jay-Z to get in the club. The fuck? Nigga had to be hoe to see them hoes. Anyway, I do want to speak on something that I don't have too much talking points on, but I'm going to speak on it anyway. This 38 Special and Jadakiss. Now, I feel like I don't know how I end up speaking on shit, but Chidi says it in the intro, so I gotta say it. We are the culture, we are the zeitgeist, my nigga. Because I fucking started a conversation and I said, is Kendrick the best lyricist of right now? And I threw out some names because when I say lyricist, I'm thinking bars, right? I'm thinking like, I ain't talking about the skip it, that shit ain't, nigga, bars. Like, we ain't doing all that shit, nigga. Who is the best barsmith in the game? Is it Kendrick or is it somebody else? Is it Kendrick or the Field? Right? You know how niggas used to do Tiger Woods when he played golf? Would you take Tiger Woods or the Field? Niggas is like, shit, nigga, all this money I got, put it on the field. I'm gonna put it on one nigga. And then Tiger's like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't see it that way with K-Dot. And the reason why I asked that question is because there's niggas like Kiss and there's niggas like 38 Special that, to me, I've never heard a whack 16 from them. Now, I'm not the biggest 38 Special fan. I'm not the biggest Jadakiss fan. So, when we was just talking about Jay-Z, I'm not the biggest Jay-Z fan, but I really can appreciate who and what that nigga is to the game. Right? So with this Jadakiss and 38 Special situation, I guess something happened where 38 Special and Kiss was on. Matter of fact, let me look this up. Let me be in my DJ academics. Let me pull this up in real time. 38 Special and DJ Academics and Jadakiss. Did they have songs together? Okay, so they was on Benny's joint. They was on Benny's. Shout out to Benny, but Benny another nigga that ain't really put out no whack verse for real. You know what I'm saying? Keep it a buck. But Sunday School, Special and Jadakiss was on that, which was on The Plugs I Met. That, but I don't know if that's the verse that Special and Kiss is. I don't know how this originated. All I got, the remnants of this, from what I understand, is Special and Kiss have a mutual kind of, oh, he nice, I fuck with him, he one of the real ones type of situations, right? And I think something had came out where like Special wanted a verse or something like that from Kiss or whatever the case may be or something like that. And Kiss was like, nah. And this was after I believe they'd done the song and it felt like Special got the best of him. So Special kind of like expressed that like, yeah, I got that nigga Kiss ducking. Nah, if you know that nigga Jada, he ain't the one that's going to, have his name played with, trifle with, or, like ducking what? Ducking who? From this? From the raps? Like, absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? So, go past it or whatever the case may be. And one of the OGs, I'm not sure if it was damn, now I gotta look it up. One of the OGs was like doing like a he was like it's like that. No disrespect, no disrespect to the ice bucket challenge. But it was akin to that, where it was like, I challenge Conway, Jada Kiss, and KRS-One to drop some bars on this track type thing, and Kiss obliged, and in that verse, people had speculated that he had took some shots at Spesh. And Spesh didn't really, take kindly to that. So, Spesh whole thing was on the internet. It was like, nigga, send me the beat. Send me the beat. Nigga, you sound like Freeway in that one battle where he was battling Cassidy. He was getting his ass with. Put a beat on. No, put a beat on. No, nigga, rap. Nigga, get your own beat. Nigga, you produce your own shit, rap. Anyway, so, now, Kiss, let me see if I can pull up this song. Kiss is on a song with Fat Joe and shout out to Stove God. Stove God Cooks, and it's DJ Khaled produced it, and it's called Aroma. And in that joint, you got Kiss again seeming to send another shot at 38 Spesh. So let me see if I can grab that real quick. Let me see if I can share my screen. Alright, I think I got it. So yeah, Kiss dropped a verse, and essentially I won't necessarily butcher it. Shit, I didn't mean to do that, but let me see. Can I get this up? Pause. Hey, yo, I said, can I get this up? That's crazy. And I repeated it. My bad, y'all. Alright. I think I got it. Let me see. Okay. And I'm about to see if I can just get to the Kiss verse. We don't pay for shit over here, baby. Let me see. Can I skip this motherfucker? Oh, okay. Let me see. Let's hold down. Peace with. Glass pipes burning, I can still smell it. Shit, nigga. I got my nigga muted. Aha!
Goes out the plastic, I can still smell it. Glass pipes burning, I can still smell it. I still smell it. If it was cooked in my kitchen, then call it by my name. Most of these rappers say they shit like mine, but they do not feel the same. No,
I don't really think you would do it, you gotta show me. When niggas lose track of the time, throw them a rollie. In case we gotta commit a crime, go get a Stoli. A OG, I'm more like Juan than Ananobi. B.I.G., Frank Matthews, a splash of Kobe. Bruce Lee, Muhammad Ali, half Shinobi. I've been obliterating niggas for years. Is this about a verse or is this about a career? Ask around, they tell you I'm the career repo. New York love me like when Mitch hit a pair of free throws. I was selling dope when they used to call it P-Blow. Fuck rap, I'm just happy I ain't catch a Rico. Hear it, then you hear it again and it hit you more. The flow sick, but you wouldn't know cause of HIPAA laws. Before we used to go to the table, we hit the stores. Get the stamps, Carvel spoons, go get the straws. Summa cum laude, heroin diploma. Know me, I get excited off the aroma. Toma.
all the way in Rome, I can still smell it. Out of my coast, we can still smell it. We out in Dubai, I can smell it. Kilo out the plastic, I can still smell it. Glass pipes burning, I can still smell it.
Still smell it. Oh man. All right, so again, Kiss. When I brought him up about the Kendrick situation, that's a verse that ain't whack. Now again, it ain't the most prolific. It's not. I won't put it up with the best Kendrick verse, but again, he doesn't have a whack verse like ever. Again, we talking about 25 years of Hov, 30 years of Hov. Nigga, Kiss been out about the same amount of time, 25 years. Ain't heard a whack verse ever, cuz. You know what I'm saying? So, in that verse, you can hear it's talking about a verse where we are talking about a career. Then he said, I'm a career repo. You know, type shit. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, that now it sparks the flames of 38 Special. So, interview has been hitting the streets right now. Hey, shout out to interviews. I can understand why Future first track of his album is fucking interview, nigga. Cause interviews be getting niggas caught up, nigga. Like bro, interviews get you, nigga. Let's be real. Jay-Z and Drake shit sparked off because of an interview. An interview that was off record. Like nigga, like straight up, like. Drake said some shit off record, off candid about, you know, I think it's kind of whack that niggas implement art and everything that they talk about. And that nigga said, excuse me, Mr. Dreezy, for so much art talk. Like, and that's off from an interview. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we got 38 Special right now in an interview setting. And he talking crazy. I mean, he talking crazy. Nigga, I'm hey, Rich, I'm about to play something from the group chat because I'm letting your ass know. So, nigga, you can't sue me. I'm telling y'all niggas. This is what my nigga said. I don't know if I can. Hold on.
Yo, I've been catching a few of his clips since I left the crib. Now, I'm a fan of 38 Special, but this interview, the clips I've been seeing, man, including this one, it's coming off real corny. I thought we was about to get 100% just niggas going at each other with raps. Nigga, what is all this extra weird shit, bro? Don't nobody give a flying fuck about independent rapper versus industry. Yo, dog, y'all from the same cloth. We just want to hear raps, bro. We just want to hear raps. What is this shit? What is this shit, bruh? Shut the
Hold on, I'm gonna cut my man off.
The fuck up. That's what I'm trying to
Hey man, so my nigga said, shut the fuck up.
That Jada spit was
Oh shit, I'm talking now on this shit.
Joint with Khaled, Stove God,
And he said, "Is this about a verse or is it about?"
Oh yeah, that's me. That's me. Fuck that. Fuck what I had to say. What my nigga Rich said was, we want to hear bars. And so, and point of that, we don't want to hear you in no interview, cuz. Like, respectfully. Respectfully, ain't really ever cared to hear you in an interview. I saw you was on a joint with Sway and Benny. Nigga, we don't care about the interview. Tell me about how you wrote a rap on the way to Sway. That's what we want to hear. And then rap it. That's what and that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find that. Because Special ain't really wrong when he say he one of the nicest. He not wrong when he say he one of the nicest, bro. Like, so 38 Special and Benny the Butcher went to Sway to promote. I believe they had their album. They had their album coming out together, joint album. And I won't even, no disrespect to Benny, I'm not gonna even play Benny joint. I'm about to play Special joint. Special joint crazy. Special joint crazy. Let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can drop that real quick. Is it here? Alright. I think this is it. And let me see. Oh shit. Okay. Alright. Let me take these out. And this is Special.
Respect, write a check, you can't cash, can't gon' be a villain address. To beat my price, they all be trying. Corny guys know I provide it.
The ticket that be hard to find. I could sell this for 45, but I'ma meet you at 2,300 like it's army time. I had to get more in control. Nigga, I had to get more on the road. Back then, you know I had affordable goals. In '04, I used to travel with a portable stove. Had to put my old hoe on the road. She was 40 years old first time she transported a load. I'm the reason your daughter chose cocaine, but don't blame me, cause she got a father's nose. Was on the road for 5 weeks. My license bad, I don't drive, I pay the passenger side sleep. 5 freaks, so many hoes tried to hop in the ride, I had to assign seats.
I mean, Special crazy. Special nice. He really one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know Jimmy got involved with it, you know, Jim Jones, and I don't know what's up with Jimmy, cause I don't know why Jimmy trying to involve himself in a lot of stuff. It's no need. It is no need for you to implement yourself in everything. Jim Jones, respect to you, God. You know what I'm saying? But your ass need to focus on Harlem, bro. You gotta focus on that nigga Cameron calling you Jomo, and how he was like, he really, you know, why we hanging with Jomo? Why we going to his grandma crib? Like, nigga, you gotta focus on Cam, cuz like, you gotta focus on you calling this nigga out, saying let's do this at the Apollo Theater, and this nigga shut you down. Was like, nigga, I don't want that little 25,000 they giving you. Like, nigga, you gotta address that. Like, you can't be just, you gotta address you saying you better than Nas. You can't be jumping in other niggas' situation. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, you know, Special get out them get off them podcasts, cuz get in that booth. You know, respectfully, bro. Like, get off those podcasts, nigga, and get in the booth. You saw what Jada did. Jada told Netflix, told Rock Nation, told Fat Joe, told them niggas, pause for a second. I have to write a rap.
and then I'll get back to podcasting. See, 38 Special, he should have had a song or a freestyle that he was promoting while going on these podcasts. That would have been my thing. Because right now, I don't even know if I want to hear anything outside after this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think I would have rather heard the rap first, then the podcast, then like, okay, you got a point. Now, I don't even know if I want to hear the raps. I don't, and that's, again, from a nigga who can rap. But I might be off you for right now, man. I might, because I think, you know, shout out to Cousin Ron. You know, shit, I might have to play Ron voice note too. Nigga, Ron was like, nigga, this is lame. Nigga, this is lame. Let me see. If it's more than a minute, Ron, I can't play it. Let me see. No, 58 seconds. I got you, big dog. Let me see my cut. Let me see what OG said. Oh no, nigga. He didn't send a voice note. He texted. He's still an old ass nigga. Ron said, yeah, come off kind of lame, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I think 38. I like 38. Think he dope. But he going on 4 or 5 times now, and he got to mention him having a better verse than Kiss or whatever. Exactly on whatever song it was. Nigga, it don't even matter what song it was at this point. I don't even know what song you had a better feature than niggas. Because again, y'all done rapped on a lot of draws together, and it's never really like anybody got like so. Again, I'm using Benny as your linchpin because again, y'all have done things together, and off the plugs I met, I'm just going to use that album because again, it was a lot of heavy fucking bars on that mixtape. It was 7 tracks, nigga. Like, I don't think it was a verse wasted. So, I believe Benny got the best of Black Thought on Crowns and shit. What's the name of that song? Give me a second. Plugs I'm at 1. Or is it Plugs up? Crowns for Kings. That's what it was. Crowns for Kings. So I believe Benny got the best of Black Thought on Crowns for Kings. But you know, there is a song where I think Gibbs got the best of Benny. Shit, I can't remember which one it was. But then there's a song where Thought got the best of Gibbs. You know what I'm saying? So like there is those things that happen, right? So you know, back to the plugs I met on Sunday school. 38 Special and Kiss was on that joint with Benny. You got 18 Wheeler, which was Pusha T and Benny going. I think they went blow for blow on 18 Wheeler. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it still could have been said that Benny at the time was a lot more hungrier, and the verse was a lot more snappier. It was a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Like Benny had a lot more. But then you got the same, again, you got Benny and Cole together. And nigga, it's not a chance in the world that I listen to that song and don't think Cole got the best joint on that. But I can't listen to it the same. You feel like, so I'm following a trend here. I don't want me to listen to 38 Special music and feel different when I hear it, because I feel different about the way it's being presented, if that can make sense. Because again, Special ain't really done too much outside of, like, he don't even look, I don't even want to say he looked lame even to that degree. It looks a little, it looks desperate. It looks like I got some attention on me, so let me try to, You know what I'm saying? Like to 38's, you know, to 38's, you know, unfortunate to his detriment. This is the most that niggas have ever thought about him or spoke about him or even put him in the same sentence of niggas like this on some real. You know what I'm saying? Which I think goes back to why he spoke about what he spoke about in the way that he spoke about it, because you got him talking a lot about, you know, I'm a boss, you know, I only talk to real niggas, like, you know, I ain't never kissed no ass, I ain't asked, I put money in your pockets, you know, like, cause he gotta talk like that for niggas like me who might then discredit him. So I understand that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I won't even, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ron said special thirsty for a feature, but honestly, even with that, OG Ron, I think he's honestly probably fishing for his moment of mention, and I won't necessarily be mad at. I'm not necessarily mad at that because he's got the features already. Like, he's been on songs with them before. He's produced for them already. Like, he's done things for Kiss and for Styles. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's again, you know, he brought Shay Noir into the game. He's produced stuff for Benny. So, like, 38 Special has been absolutely around, and I don't think he needs it. I don't think that is, but I think he is without a shot of a doubt fishing for him to be considered one of the best. And the reason why I don't discredit that is because 2 Chainz and 38 Special are completely different rappers and entirely of how they're presented and the subject matter or whatever the case may be, or even stylistically. But 2 Chainz gets on a few tracks with a few people that is upper echelon, and he has the ability again to hold his own. And then we get to look at 2 Chainz and be like, oh nigga, he can spit. Like, we elevate him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, 2 Chainz is older than 38 Special. Like, 38 Special is 41. So, like, he again, like he said, he don't need it. He didn't ask for it. Like, you know what I mean? But at the same time, when niggas are talking about, like, being one of them ones, he never gets mentioned. And again, Kiss is 50, 51, 52, something like that. Like, without Kiss putting out as much work or doing as much as he's doing right now, or even doing it how it's being done by 38, like, yeah, let me get a little bit of that. Let me get a little bit of that rub. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a little bit of that, you know, notoriety. Let niggas, you know, pay attention to what I got going on. You know, so I don't really necessarily hate, you know, don't hate on that too much. But yeah, man, he looked desperate. He looked desperate for attention. I can say that. He looked desperate for attention. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was you know, that was something that, again, that's been taking place on you know, over the weekend and shit like that. What else happened over the weekend is Stephon Diggs name keep coming up in shit that ain't football, and I ain't gonna hold you, like, I really do, you know, I think I still owe, I don't know, I don't owe Ron no bread because he got injured that year, but nigga, I thought Diggs was still one of them ones when he went to Houston, and with them having Tank and Nico and Mixon, I thought it was gonna be tough for him to get his numbers, but I thought he was gonna be the one to lead the way as being the one, what a receiving room looked like and everything like that. And he was hooping, he was balling towards ACL, and that's how we end up getting released and then going to New England. I'm not gonna talk about the other shit going on because that ain't even my business. You know how I don't talk about women business? I don't talk about gay business. I don't. That's not my steez. That's not my bag. You know what I'm saying? I love me some pussy. You know what I mean? No disrespect. No, not to get too vulgar, but like, yeah, I'm a heterosexual man. So whatever my man's got going on over there, that's not my place to talk about. I do want to talk about what this nigga said though. I saw an interview. Or not an interview. He was doing his vlog or something like that, and he was like, "Okay, I can admit I'm paraphrasing, but kind of like quote a little bit." He was like, "I know I'm not a number one. Let's okay. I'll concede that, which I don't think that he does. But to be real, if it's 32 teams, I do not believe 32 teams have a better receiver than Stephon Diggs. I will flat out put that out there. But where he caught me at was like, all right, I'm not a number one, but I know there's not a number two better than me. And I was like, I don't know about that, brother. I know he's probably like maybe overlooking some people, but there's two that came off the top of my dome while I was on the shitter reading that on Twitter, and I just had to retweet it, nigga. Pickens, Higgins, nigga. Now, we can get into it, and is Diggs better than Pickens? Higgins offer production from the past 2 seasons. I can't even say that, no. But if we're talking about... Man, it's tough. But it's tough for me to pick Pickens over Diggs. Healthy. Let that be the caveat right now. If we're talking health, I still might have to pick Pickens because he's younger. But they're both volatile. They both can be combustible. They both are hotheads. They both are game changers. I just trust Diggs to do it all season. Pause. I trust in Diggs more to be more productive for the whole season. For me, if healthy, if healthy. Now I know I just saw Pickens do it, but I saw Pickens do it for 1 year. Nigga, with, again, CeeDee Lamb on the other side. I know CeeDee was out, so, he got some, but still, bro. Nigga, I done saw Diggs do it with Minnesota. I done saw Diggs do it in Buffalo. Nigga, Diggs was the number one in New England, leading them to the Super Bowl. Like, I can't really discredit, even though Diggs didn't put up number one numbers in New England, because I know my nigga Ron, if he's still up listening to me, he gonna talk shit about me. Taking up it, because Diggs blew up Buffalo. It was probably like some Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum shit with Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, but I think that it was 1,000 yards last year. Okay, I mean, it's hard. I mean, and I can see why Diggs is a dog the way he is, bro. He is a 5th round pick, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, a 5th round pick to be the successor of great Vikings wide receivers at that time. And shout out to Minnesota, because they gonna get them one, nigga. Because when they traded Diggs, that 1st round pick was J-Jets. So, you know what I mean? So, I mean, them niggas gonna get them a wide receiver, cuz. Technically speaking, Rich got me on the text. He said, technically speaking, both guys are number ones playing the 2 spot because where they currently are. So, okay, so respect. So I mean, even if Diggs is using that rationale, okay, then he might have a case. He might have a real case of being the best number 2 in the league. So let me see. Last year, Diggs, he had 85 catches. He went over 10 catches one time, and that was his game at Buffalo. New England beat Buffalo at Buffalo. I ain't gonna hold you. That was his highest targeted game. That was his most receiving yards that game. He went out and got busy. He went 10 catches on 12 targets, 146 yards. He was a dog that game. And then Buffalo shut him down. They said he was not beating them in that second game. He got targeted 4 times, only had 3 catches for 26 yards, and New England lost that game 35-31. So, he had 85 catches, 1,013 yards. He had 4 touchdowns. That's not clearly his best season, but again, he was a number 1. Last year, the year before that, he got hurt, but he had 47 catches for 496 yards, 3 tuds, and that was in the first 8 games. First 8 games. So you extrapolate that out, he probably hits another 40 some odd catches again for another 500 something yards, something like that. So he probably hits 1,000 yards. The year he leaves Buffalo, which is 2023, and again, he can't escape 8 targets, 3 catches at home against the Kansas City Chiefs. He can't outrun that. 8 targets, 3 catches, 21 yards. He can't outrun that. And that last year was 107 catches, 1,183, 1,183 yards, and then 8 touchdowns. So again, like I still think Diggs is capable. Now let me see top number 2 wide receivers in NFL now, as of now. So, let me see. Ranking every number 2. So damn, Yahoo Sports just dropped the article 15 hours ago, ranking every number 2 wide receiver better than free agent Stephon Diggs. Wide receiver Stephon Diggs remained a free agent roughly after 2 months, roughly 2 months until the season kicks off. So right now, Romeo Doubs. Is Romeo Doubs better than Stephon Diggs right now? I mean, with A.J. Brown being the number 1, nigga, Romeo Doubs might be Stephon Diggs, nigga, on me. So, shit, I don't know. But I ain't going to hold you. Having Diggs there as a number 2 next to A.J. would have been ridiculous. So, I can't give Romeo Doubs better than Stephon, but he's on that list. Wayne Dale Robinson from Tennessee. I'm not hearing that. I'm sorry. I'm not hearing that. Robinson recorded a single yard more than Diggs in 2025, but consider for a moment that he did so for the 4-13 New York Giants, who were severely depleted at wideout. He entered the season as wide receiver number 3 before Malik Neighbors suffered an ACL tear and Darius Slayton fell off production-wise, stepping into the role for Jackson Dart's preferred target. So right now, he's the number 2 for Cam Ward in Tennessee, who they just drafted, Carnell Tate. Nah, I ain't hold. Nigga, Stephon can go to Tennessee. He not better than J-Mo. We gon' get that next. Skip. Jamison Williams is that nigga. Period. He a 1. And I know he can't be a 1 because he got Amon-Ra St. Brown over there on the other side, nigga. But he a 1. So, Williams posted over 100 yards more than the Maryland product last year, and he posted over 100 yards more than Diggs and 6 more yards per catch. But his usage is crazy. So, yeah, I can't say that he's better than J-Mo. That's not happening. T. Higgins, we already said he's a number 1. I mean, he 4 years, $115 million. That ain't a number 2. You know what I'm saying? George Pickens, again, it's hard to say he's number 2 with almost 1,400 yards, 93 catches, and then Devontae Adams. See, what's Diggs' stats compared to Devontae Adams? Is Diggs and Devontae, are they comparable? Because I mean, Diggs had Josh and Devontae had Aaron, so we can cancel out having a good quarterback, bad quarterback. Diggs was obviously the number 1 in Buffalo, force-fed. Devontae was clearly the number 1 in Green Bay, force-fed. So, let me see. I'm pulling up their Pro Football styles on Sports Reference right now. So, Devontae has played 178 games to Stephon's 161. Devontae has 1,017 reception yards. I'm sorry. He has 1,017 receptions career. Diggs has 942. So, edge for Devontae. Clearly, Devontae has more receiving yards, but really about 1,000 yards more. He has 12,633 receiving yards. Diggs has 1,000. I'm sorry. Devontae Adams has 12,633 receiving yards. Stephon Diggs has 11,504 yards. So again, yeah, roughly about 1,000 yards more. Diggs a little bit more versatile. He got 35 rushing attempts with 170 rushing yards. Devontae has 3 rushing attempts with -1 rushing yard. Devontae said, "I run routes, bitch." Devontae has 6 Pro Bowls, 3 All-Pros. Stephon Diggs has 4 Pro Bowls, 2 All-Pros. Damn. In head-to-head matchups, though, Diggs has 71 targets, 48 receptions, 662 yards, 7 tugs. Devontae has 77 targets, 53 receptions, 599 yards, and then 4 tugs. Damn. Then I have their game logs for when they played. Last time they played was in 2023. Diggs was in Buffalo. Devontae was with the Rams. That was his first year with the Rams. Excuse me. And Diggs was perfect. 7 for 7, 7 targets, 7 receptions for 66 yards. But Devontae had 6 receptions on 8 targets, 84 yards and a touchdown. Then they played again with they were rivals clearly in Green Bay and Minnesota. Devontae seemed to show him up a ton. Devontae, when they played in 2019, December, Devontae had 13 catches on 16 targets for 116 yards. He was eating. Diggs had five targets, 3 catches, 57 yards, 1 touchdown. Diggs then also in their September game of that same year, Diggs had only 1 catch on 7 targets for 49 yards, 1 touchdown. Devontae had 7 catches on 9 targets for 106 yards. So I mean, there was a time where, you know, it was definitely a hierarchy for boys, and Devontae. I mean, career-wise, neck and neck, they're roughly, realistically the same. Let me see, when did Devontae come into the league? Does Devontae have a year or 2 over Stephon? Is that why the stats look like that? Let me check. So Devontae Smith came into the league. Nigga, when he come into the league? 2014. So he came in the league at 2014, 2nd round pick, and this came into the league. Damn, I think he was 2014 too. The year after, 2015. He came in the league in 2015. So, yeah, man. I mean, Diggs, 942 receiving receptions, 74 touchdowns career wise. That's not a bad NFL career. Let me see what Devontae's career stats was one more time. He has 117. Ooh, damn! Is Devontae a Hall of Famer? Devontae Adams, Hall of Famer, or do he have to win a ring? Is Devontae Adams a Hall of Famer right now? Yes or no? And to Stephon's point, I mean, realistically, with the names that they just gave me, of Romeo Doubs and Wayndale Robinson and Jalen Waddle, I think if we do the top 4, Devontae with Puka, George Pickens with CeeDee Lamb, T. Higgins clearly with Jamar, J-Mo with Amon-Ra, I can put Stephon Diggs as the best number 2, depending on where he go. Now, let me see who's the number 1. Number 1 receivers heading into season. because everybody shouldn't be considered a true number. Okay, here go number ones. Okay, number ones. Arizona Cardinals, Marvin Harrison Jr. Okay, I'll take Marv over Stephon. I'll take Drake London in Atlanta over Stephon. I don't know if Stephon Diggs goes to Baltimore. Is Stephon Diggs a number one over Zay Flowers? I think he's an upgrade over Zay Flowers if he goes there. I think he's more reliable for me. I think him playing at home would be crazy. I don't know for better or for worse, but I know it'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's my first iffy right there. That's my first iffy. Is Stephon better than DJ Moore in Buffalo? Can't do it. I love DJ. I love DJ, bro. I love DJ in Carolina. I love DJ in Chicago. I clearly love DJ with the hometown in Buffalo, man. I can't say that, man. I love DJ. I don't think he's better than DJ. Is he better than Ted McMillan? Ted a dog right now out the gate. Nah, nigga, he ain't better than Ted. The number one in Chicago is Roma Dunze. Is Stephon Diggs better than Roma Dunze? That's another iffy for me right there. We ain't even going to talk Cincinnati. We ain't going to talk Dallas. Is right now Stephon Diggs better than Jalen Waddle as a number one in Denver? Yes. Yes, I will say that. Jalen Waddle's for sure a number one in Denver, and I don't think Stephon's better than him. I can't do that. We not talking Detroit. We already know Amon-Ra's that boy. Christian Watson, that nigga came back off injury and said, "I'm here. I'm the number one. Romeo, you can leave. We don't even." Yeah, Christian the one. Nico in Houston, that's a one. Nigga, Alec Pierce. Alright, he gonna have to show me. Because hold on. Before I go to another fucking name. Alec Pierce got paid, bro. He got a great frame. 6'3", 211. I mean, he fit the mold for Indiana player. He really nice. Is he a number one? Now again, he's gradually progressed himself. You know? Alec. No, I don't really know, man. He had 1,000 yards off of 47 catches. Now, those 47 catches were his most of his entire career, right? He's been in the league since 2022, and with that being said, his first year he had 41 catches on 78 targets, 593 yards, 2 touchdowns. The following season, he also had 32 receptions off of 65 targets, also 2 touchdowns. 2024 is when things kicked it up a notch, where he had 37 catches on 69 targets, but he had 7 touchdowns. So that's 37 catches, 7 touchdowns. What's that? A touchdown every 5 catches, something like that, realistically. So that's a pretty great ratio. Then 47 catches again on 84 targets, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns. So I mean, he's on a trajectory. Will I have paid him what they paid him? And make him my definitive number one, I don't know. So Alec Pierce, that's another iffy to me. You know what I'm saying? Um, Jacoby Myers in Jacksonville, 1. He's a 1. And if it ain't Jacoby, Travis, he a 1. Yeah. Yeah. Brian Thomas Jr. Yeah. Jacksonville, my squad, nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. I cannot wait till they do renovations to that stadium because they come play in Orlando and I'm gonna be able to go. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I think I saw a projection of the season, and I think Jacksonville might play Cleveland, and hopefully we get to see Travis versus Shador. That'll be fire. That's fire. Rashee Rice and Kansas City. Listen, Stephon Diggs can go to Kansas City right now, and he will be enemy of the state for Buffalo if he go help to win a chip. I do not recommend him going to Kansas City, but I think he's a better number one than Rashee Rice. Right? If you put just hear me out. Stephon X, Rashee Rice, your Y, and Xavier Worthy, your F. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You put Rashee Rice your Z, and then you put Xavier Worthy as your F. That's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, I don't know. Trey Tucker in Vegas. Again, he gotta show me something. Again, you know, it ain't really much to show in Vegas too much, but I don't think he a real one out there. I mean, they showed enough to where they let Devontae go. I mean, but again, Devontae wasn't really playing for nothing out there for real either. So you know what I mean. Lat McConkey, yeah, he one of them ones. I can't hold you. He'll one for sure. He'll one for sure. Puka, he'll one. Miami right now, I think Stephon can beat out Malik Washington in Miami. I think that. Justin Jefferson, no. New England, A.J. Brown, no. Chris Olave in New Orleans, no. Malik Neighbors in New York, no. Garrett Wilson in New York, no. Devontae Smith in Philly, no. He probably a one in Pittsburgh. He's not a one in San Fran. Mike Evans is out there in San Fran. Emeka Ibuka's the one in Tampa. So, you know. And Carnell Tate, you got to get a rookie a chance out there. That's why I say you can put him at the 2. He can be a 2 out there in Tennessee. And then you got your boy Scary Terry in Washington. So, yeah, I think the ones are solidified for sure. He wasn't capping. He wasn't capping about that. The ones are solidified. The ones are absolutely solidified. So, but yeah, it's tough sledding out here for these twos, bro. Like, you know, Chris Godwin in Tampa, he ain't no slouch. You know, DK, he ain't no slouch. DK in Pittsburgh. I'm sorry. No disrespect. My bad, DK. My bad. He here for show one. Luther Burton, the 2 out there in Chicago. So yeah, man, I think it's tough that Stephon, but again, he can't keep his name out. Can't keep his name clean. He can't keep his name clean. Unfortunately, before the biggest game of his life, by actually getting to the Super Bowl and playing in the Super Bowl with New England last year, you know, he had baby mama drama, and then, you know, he got accused of those allegations, you know, which kind of put a damper and forced New England to kind of separate ties from him. I believe that if he wanted to, and if he was on good behavior and they wanted to, they would have been able to work out a deal where he could have stayed there, and they could have really, again, they already knew it was getting AJ. So like to really have AJ did Drake May step into your even P candidate, like yeah, they could have did something, but yeah, he can't keep his nose clean, man. So um, but I hope Stephon. I honestly I want to see Stephon go to Baltimore. I want to see Stephon go to Baltimore. If he gonna go out in the Blaze of Glory, go out in the Blaze of Glory at home, man. Go out and Blaze of Glory. Either go to Baltimore or go to Washington. That's what I would say. That's what I would say. You know. Damn, do I got anything else? Do I got anything else? Um, I don't think so. I don't think I have anything else. Let me see. Let me see. News from this past. Did I miss anything? We're not talking about the major escalations of U.S. and Iran, straight and removed. We'll wait for Chidi to come back, because I'm tired of that shit. I'm tired of it. We can talk about Senator Lindsey Graham passing away, but not really. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, not really. You know what I mean? You know, yeah, I don't, shit, I think, yeah, that's about it. Realistically, I don't want to, drag this out. We can talk, I'm not talking, Travis, Kelsey, and Taylor Swift that way, and that's been passed off. We didn't talk about that already a little bit. Shit, yeah. I think that. Oh, we get to Michael. Shout out to the biopic Michael, Mike Jack, monumental milestone. $1 billion at global box offices. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mike, still breaking records past his, you know what I'm saying? Past his demise. And then we got Moana. Shout out to Rocky Johnson. Oh no, Rocky Johnson's daddy. Okay, Dwayne Johnson. The Rock. They somehow, some way, some reason, shape, or form decided to do a live action film for Moana. They did a live action adaptation from the blockbuster $1 billion movie, and Disney greedy ass wanted to double dip, and it bombed. It flopped. 43 million. Underwhelming U.S. debut. So hopefully they pick it up globally, but outside of that, man, it ain't looking too bright for your boy. You know. Do we have X-Men 97 new episode? We got anything from Marvel? I can't spoil nothing. Shout out to my boys. They don't really like me spoiling things. Okay, no, the new episode drops tomorrow morning on Wednesday morning on the 15th. So yeah, we got they come out on the 15th, the 22nd, the 29th. That episode 7 should lead us into Spider-Man, which comes out on the 31st of July. And then we have 2 more episodes of August 5th and August 12th, and then that should lead us into Vision Quest. Excuse me, if I'm not mistaken. Vision Quest should be the week after. I'm sorry, not the week after. The month. Oh shit, I'm off. Okay, I'm crazy off. I thought that Vision Quest was supposed to come like in September, but but Vision Quest don't drop until October. October. Okay, October 14th. 8 weekly episodes, and I think that's supposed to take us into Doomsday. So yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited for what they got going. Definitely excited for this new season of Rivals, Marvel Rivals. Me and the homies have been playing as much as we can whenever we can link up together, which I think is dope. 2K has ran the niggas off and put us at a something else out. DreamCon. I ain't gonna talk too much about y'all or what y'all got going on, but shout out to DreamCon, man. In another life, another world, you know, when me and my homies was up and had the capability and been out. That's something I would like to hit up with the homies. You know what I'm saying? DreamCon definitely is something that is for the culture, and it's for the black culture from what I'm understanding. But that shit is like Black Planet from what I understand. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a whole bunch of blurs, horny ass blurs, getting together, dressed up in anime costumes, and 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 having a time. You know what I'm saying? And this all comes from, again, stemming from the game of Marvel Rivals a little bit, where you know you got more interaction, you got more of the costume designs, more niggas go there just to do the fucking art. Fucking sayings and shit together, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, shout out to Marvel. You know, they always gonna figure out how to keep their hand in their pocket. And, you know, yeah, niggas is excited. Niggas is excited for X-Men 97, niggas is excited for Spider-Man, niggas is excited for Vision Quest, niggas is excited for Doomsday. And niggas is excited for what bitches costumes gonna wear and shit. You know what I'm saying? And with that, I'm gonna get out of here before I keep talking myself into some trouble. It's your boy, the Most High. We in the smoke room, as you can see, it's like a sauna in this hell. I fuck around, got on this hockey sweater trying to be fly and shit like that, but it's hot as hell in here, man. Alright, man, y'all know what it is. Drink Roll, I told it, peace out. I'm about to go check the highlights of Raw. I was watching a little bit of that before I got on here while I was putting my kid to sleep. Hey, LA Knight might die. Yeah, I fuck with LA Knight, cause I need him. I need him to get over one time, man. So shout out to wrestling, man. You know, wrestling, sports, music. That's what you're gonna get from me. When GD would be, then we got the straight man on talk about. Nah, I talk politics shit too. You know, I just did the smoke shit. You know what I mean? But nah, man, we got a lot of variety here where everything is. You know, we talk about everything that matters. You know what I'm saying? We got a culture. We got a zeitgeist on behalf of my brother Chief Bang.